And welcome back in. Just getting the scratches and number changes for this game coming up. This is the Division IV championship game between Yeshiva and Millersville. I'm just going to come out and say it out front. If I butcher any names for Yeshiva, I do apologize. Puck now sent back in. 11:30 to go here in the first. 0-0 is the score between Millersville and Yeshiva. Millersville will send it back. Now picked up with it is Thierry. Now stolen away, picked up by Yeshiva. Yeshiva working back in. Send a shot in on net. That is steered aside. A shot coming from the 97, Ari Drazin. Now with it is Thierry. Thierry from Millersville will send it back into the Yeshiva zone. 11 minutes to go here in the first. 0-0 your score. Picked up now by Yeshiva. Yeshiva working in, will send a shot by Drazin, is held on by Pelkowski for the stoppage in play. Malcolm Hackney has done a much better job with these names for this Yeshiva team this weekend than I probably will this game. Puck now will be dropped. The lower face-off zone. Puck now pucked up, punched out by Pelkowski. Now picked up with it is Walsh. Walsh working back in. Will send it in on net. That's covered up by the goaltender for Yeshiva. That is the 29 of Joseph Robin. The other goaltender is Jonathan Doroshlowitz. Puck now picked up by Millersville. Walsh will send it back in. 10:20 to go here in the first, and the final game of the weekend. And a penalty will be coming up here as the puck will be touched by Yeshiva on the tripping penalty that is coming up on them. As going to the box will be the 61. And what is his number initially? On the roster. Puck sent in on net. And that's gloved and held onto by Pelkowski. So the 61 is in the penalty box. 2 minutes for a trip. Now picked up. With it is Margulies. Margulies. The puck poked away from him. Now picked up. With it is McGuire. Puck still on the power play is Millersville for another minute 30. 9:40 to go here. Puck sent back around. Now sent back. It's picked up now by Dunton. Dunton now coming back into the Yeshiva zone. Yeshiva, the number 1 seed. Puck now picked up. With it is Yeshiva. The 2 of Gavarin, I should say. Now stolen away, picked up by Millersville. With it is Walsh. Walsh. Now we'll send it back across center. Now with it is the 15 of Rhodes. Rhodes, his puck poked away. 8:55 and counting here in the first. Puck sent in on net by Yeshiva. That's blocker to side. Picked up now by Rhodes. Rhodes will send it across now with 8:45 to go here. In the first, 0-0 is the score. 20 seconds left on the power play. Puck goes under the stick of Walsh. Walsh send it over. Now picked up. It is the 22 of Avi Margulies. Now picked up as the power play is now over. Back to even strength hockey here. Rhodes with position. Back behind the net of Pelkowski. Pelkowski It started every game this weekend so far. Now picked up by Dunton. Dunton will send it across. Now picked up by Yeshiva. Yeshiva coming back the other way. With it is Gordon. Gordon will send it in on net. That is covered up by Pilkowski for the stoppage in play with 7:54 to go here in the first. 0-0 is your score. In this Division IV championship game.
For Yeshiva.
7.5 to go here. Puck now picked up by Yeshiva. Back in their own end now, coming across center. Puck being poked aside. Now with it is Yeshiva. Yeshiva will send it across. Now with it is Yeshiva. Yeshiva working in. Send a backhanded puck through the net. That is blockered aside by Kasperin. Puck. Now with it is Achion. Achion. Now coming back into the Yeshiva end. Now sent back up, now stolen away by Yeshiva. With it is a 61. Michael Hackney's going down to get the name for me. Now sent in on net. That's gloved and held on to by Pelkowski for the stoppage in play with 6:51 to go here in the first. 0-0 is your score. Puck will be dropped. Dunton and the 7 of Gordon is in there. That's puck now picked up by Franchine. Franchine now coming back in over to Dunton. Dunton will send it in just to the side of the net. 6.5 to go here. Now coming back in. It is Millersville. Sent back around, big hit laid on by Millersville to the 61. Who's wearing 12? Who is wearing the 12? Got it. 5:48 to go. The 61 is Michael Fruchter. And the 12 is Donnie Fuchs. Puck now sent back around. Now sent back up by Yeshiva. Controlling it is a 97 of Drazine. Drazine will send it back to Gavarin. Puck now sent back in on net. Now picked up by Dunton. Dunton working back the other direction. Send it in just wide of the net. In the Yeshiva end. In goal is Joseph Robin for Yeshiva. Puck now being sent back. Now with it is the 97 of Drazine. Drazine will send it over to Gordon. Gordon now doing battle with Thierry. Puck poked out, now picked up by Millersville. Thierry. Puck now left for the 97 of Drazine. Drazine will send it back, now poked away by Rhodes. Rhodes now crossing center into the Yeshiva end. Is deflected up into the netting above the glass off the crossbar for the stoppage in play with 4:28 to go here in the first. 0-0 is your score. Face off in the low zone face-off dot. Now picked off by Yeshiva off the face-off. Coming back in is Yeshiva. Puck now poked just off the padding there. In front of the Millersville bench, he will send it in on net. 4:09 to go here In the first, 0-0 your score in this Division IV championship game. Final game of the weekend. Puck now picked up by Walsh. Back in his own zone. We'll send it back to Achion. Now, we'll send it up. And that is sent up into the Yeshiva bench for the stoppage and play with 3:48 to go here. In the first, 0-0 is your score. It'll be a high zone face-off with 3:48 to go here. As we are back underway. Puck now picked up by Millersville. With it is the 9 of Casprin. Casprin will send it now back. Cross now picked up by the 15 of Rhodes. Rhodes send it back in. Now picked up by Benji Schulman. Schulman had the puck poked away. Now picked up by Millersville. Will backhand it back. Now picked up by Dunton momentarily. Now picked up by Fruchter. Now we'll send it deflected up into the side dash boards along the right wing side. Puck now picked up by Yeshiva. Yeshiva working back. Now picked up by the 74 of McGuire. McGuire now coming back into the Yeshiva end. We'll send it just wide of the net. 3 minutes to go here in the first. 0-0 is your score between Yeshiva and Millersville, the Division IV championship. Puck now sent back around, controlling it. It's a 97 of Drazine. Drazine sent it back, now picked up by Dunton. Yeshiva working in, will send a shot, kicked aside, now picked up by McGuire. McGuire will send it up to center. We're going to pick it up for Yeshiva is the 18 of Schulman. Schulman will send it over, now to Gordon. Gordon will send it back, now stolen away by Millersville. Well, it is the 9 of Casprin. Casprin send it up, now poked back into the corner by Dooner. Puck will be cleared back into the Millersville end, where Millersville will pick up possession with it. Now is Rhodes. Rhodes back it across. Now with it is Casprin. Casprin send it in on net. Actually, that is the 86 of Dooner. Puck poked away, and we have a penalty coming up here on Millersville. With 1:49 to go here in the first, it is now still 0-0. With Dooner going to the box, 2 minutes for a tripping call. 1:49 to go here. So Dooner in the box for tripping. Dunton, Walsh, and the 15 of Rhodes are out. For Yeshiva, it is the 7 of Gordon, the 2 of Gavarin, the 97 of Drazine, and the 22 of Margulies. 1:40 to go here in the first. 0-0 your score. Yeshiva send it in on net. That is sticked aside by Pelkowski by a stick. Picked up again by Margulies. Margulies now up to Drazine. Drazine will now send it over to the 2 of Gavarin. Gavarin will now send it back. Picked up by Margulies. Margulies back to Gavarin as a shot from the 97 of Drazine is blockered aside. Drazine controlling it at the point. Now working back. Drazine will send it in. Puck now picked up. Rhodes will clear all the way back into the Yeshiva end with 1 minute to go here in the first. 1:10 remaining on the power play for Yeshiva. Yeshiva will send it up. Now picked up by Margulies. Margulies will send it in on net, kicked out, and cleared by Dunton with 45 seconds to go. Here in the first, Michael Hackney will have coverage starting about the 6-minute mark of the second to take you all the way to the end of the weekend. Puck now sent in on net. That is blockered aside. Now will be picked up with it is Drazine. Drazine will send it across as a shot from the 12 of Fuchs. It's inside as Drazine will send it up and over the net. Now with it is Fuchs. 20 seconds to go here. Puck now picked up by Drazine. Drazine will now send it up to the 12 of Fuchs. Fuchs Puck will be cleared back with 5 seconds to go, and that will pretty much do it for the first period of play. Through one, we are scoreless here in this Division IV championship game. The second period is coming up next between Millersville and Yeshiva. In this, the 2015-2016 Division IV ECRHA Division IV championship. We'll be back right after this.
Hockey is defined by moments. And as a player, you are defined by what you do with them. Moments to better yourself. Moments to learn. Moments to bond as a team. Moments that define character. Because when you play at your absolute best, you don't just excel in the moment, you own it.
Just underway with the second period. Still 5 seconds left on the power play for Yeshiva. 11:55 and counting here in the second. 0-0 your score in this, the Division IV championship game. Back to even strength hockey here. Puck is now picked up by Millersville. With it is Dooner. Dooner will send it in. Puck poked away. With it is Gavirin. Gavirin will send it up to Margulies. Margulies over to Drazine. Drazine. Leave it back now for the 7 of Gordon. Gordon, puck poked away from him. Now sent into the corner. Now, going to get it now is Gordon. Gordon, send it up, now picked up by Millersville. Now sent back in. Millersville will send it in off the side of the net, and it goes under the goaltender of the 29 of Robin. And with 11:10 to go here in the second, it is now 1-0 Millersville over Yeshiva in this Division IV championship game. Getting credit for the goal should be Dooner. So Dooner get his first with 11:09 to go here. Puck now picked up again by Millersville. Millersville, puck now poked aside. Now with it is the 18 of Schulman. Schulman will send it up, blockered up high in the air, now punched back out towards center. We're going back to get it. Is the 61 of Fruchter. 10:40 to go here. Reminder, tax day is coming up here in about 5 weeks. Hope to get your taxes done because you don't want to visit from the nasty IRS people. Puck now controlling it is Millersville with it. With it back in their own zone with 10:15 to go here. Make that 10-10 to go. 1-0 is your score. Millersville over Yeshiva. Michael Hackney prepping for the second half of the game coming up here in about 4 minutes or so. Puck now sent back in. Controlling it is Yeshiva. With it is Fruchter. Fruchter now circling back around Robin. Now sent up. Now controlling it is Schulman. Schulman now working back into the Millersville zone. Still with it. We'll send it just wide of the net. 9.5 to go here. 1-0 is your score. Puck now sent back. Controlling it. This is 17 of Thierry. Now stolen away. Picked up as a shot from the 16 of Janikowski. I hope I said that right. 9:11 to go here. 1-0 is your score. Puck now sent up, stolen away by Millersville. Millersville will send it in. That's gloved and held on to. Now dropped by Robin for the stoppage in play. .8:24 to go here. Yeshiva with it is the 7 of Gordon. 8:10 to go here. Puck, as we are having a slight issue with our feed here. At least the live stream, we are still recording. Puck now picked up as Michael works on that. We will continue our broadcast here. Sent back around. Now Millersville controlling it. We'll send it back to Dooner. Dooner will send it in. Now blocker to side. 7.5 to go here. Puck sent in on net. That's blocker to side. Covered up for the stoppage in play. 7:20 to go here. Puck now sent back around, and we will have a penalty coming up here with 7:06 to go here. It will be on Yeshiva. Avi Margulies arguing the call and going to the box for 2 minutes. Puck now sent back around. So in the box is Avi Margulies. 2 minutes for tripping. 1:45 remaining on the power play. Millersville leading 1-0. As Walsh send it back around. Now with it is Dutton. Dutton. Now with it at center. 6.5 to go here. That's Michael Hackney almost ready to jump on board here. Puck sent in on net by Millersville. That is blocker to side. Rebound now picked up by Drazine. Drazine now working back into the Millersville zone. Drazine working in will send a shot. That is blocker to side and covered up. Now sent back out with 6:10 to go. Millersville working back the other direction. We'll send the puck off the side of the bottom of the net. With it is Rhodes. Rhodes send it in. That is blocker to side again. Now picked up by Walsh. Walsh. Now with it is the 97 of Drazine. Puck now poked away from him. As the puck is controlled by Millersville. Michael Hatton will be joining us here in just a couple moments from now in the next real opportune stoppage in play or transition period. As Millersville will send it across. Puck sent up and over the net. Now with it is Yeshiva. Yeshiva will send it back around. Now controlled by Millersville. Millersville with it is the 7 of Walsh. Walsh now working back in. Will send it in. Almost on deflected in by the 28 of Franchine. Puck now with it is the 2 of Garavin. Gavarin, and a shot ringed off the post Another shot and a goal scored by Yeshiva. Scoring that for Yeshiva should be the 22 of Avi Margulies. And with 4:57 to go here in the second, this game is tied up at 1 apiece. As Michael and I switch places, 4:57 to go here in the first. Now bringing you the rest of the way, here is Michael Hatton.
So this is much better than the last two championship games. We do apologize for the streaming issues. It looks like it's a Ustream issue, not an us issue. Carrying it up the floor is Ari Drazen in front, shoots it wide of the far post of the Millersville net. Puck sent back around the boards. Millersville bringing it down the floor, taken away, Amir Garavin. Passing it up to Jesse Gordon. Gordon has it taken away by Joe Dooner. Now taken away by Drazen. Over to Gordon, off his stick. Gordon passing it over, Amir Garavin. Garavin, pass goes off a stick and up into the air. Over towards the left wing corner. And we get a whistle and a high sticking call against Millersville. Cole Kasparian off to the box. So Yeshiva to the power play with 4 minutes left in the second. Game tied at 1. Draw will be to the right of Jeff Pelkowski, the Millersville goaltender. Draw one by Millersville and sent down the floor. Joseph Robin will nudge it up to Amir Garavin. Garavin. Slap shot turned away. Drazen's slap shot turned away by Pelkowski. Michael Fruchter, a wrist shot turned away at the near post by Pelkowski. It's a wrist shot by Donnie Fuchs, stopped. Rebound bounces over to the near side. Cleared out by Millersville. It'll be chased down and picked up by Fruchter. Fruchter. Over to Donnie Fuchs. Fuchs trying to pass it across. Stolen by Millersville, cleared down the floor. Under a minute left in the power play for Yeshiva. Up the floor goes Ari Drazen. Passing it over to the left circle. Jesse Gordon back across. Drazen whiffed on the one-timer at the far post. Drazen across Gordon, one-timer wide of the near post. Drazen across Fruchter, a shot wide of the far post. Drazen swinging at the rebound while falling, couldn't get to it. Amir Garavin with it. Garavin across to Fruchter. Fruchter's shot turned away by Pelkowski. 10 seconds left in the power play. And we get a whistle as the puck went out of play. 7 seconds left in the penalty. 2:07 to go in the second. This D4 championship game tied up at 1. Draw to the left of Pelkowski, won by Yeshiva. There's a shot, goes over the net from Avi Margulies. Puck out in front. Millersville penalty done. Margulies' shot goes wide of the near post. Yeshiva with a rebound. Gordon had it knocked off his stick. Passed over Margulies. With a shot, turned away. Rebound, score, Gordon! Pelkowski made the save, but he couldn't find the rebound. Jesse Gordon did, and he puts it in the back of the net on the near side. 2-1 Yeshiva. Minute 40 to go in the second. Yeshiva with a puck off the draw. Avi Margulies passing it up the far side. Benji Shulman reaching out for it. Backhanded across, stolen away by Cole Kasparian, sent over to the far side. Puck sent back over to the near side. Here's Daniel Janichowski with it. Comes back to Shulman, high zone, a wrist shot. Stopped by Pelkowski. Backhanded rebound try by Margulies, turned away by Pelkowski. Final minute of the second. Millersville bringing it back down the floor. Here's a wrist shot, gloved and held onto by Joseph Robin from Kasparian. 53.1 seconds to go in the second. 2-1 Yeshiva over Millersville in the 2016 ECRHA Division IV championship game. Draw to the left of Robin. One by Yeshiva. Fruchter up the floor on the near side. Stolen away by Millersville. Shot turned away by Robin. Rebound try turned away by Robin on Dooner. Drazen up the floor. Passing in front, Jesse Gordon. Had it knocked off his stick by a diving Dooner. Under 30 seconds left of the period. Gordon gets to the puck. Knocked off his stick. Back the other way comes Millersville. Back down the floor. Passed into the slot. Knocked off the stick of Dooner. 10 seconds left. Passed up the floor. Gordon. A wrist shot. Stopped by Pelkowski. He'll hang on for the whistle with 4.3 seconds left in the second period. Draw to the left of Pelkowski. One by Yeshiva. A one-timer goes over the net, and that's it. Yeshiva. Well, there was no goals coming into this first period. Millersville scored first, and then Yeshiva scored second. Actually, they scored second, and then they took the lead. At the end of 2 periods of play in the 2016 ECRHA Division IV championship game, it is now Yeshiva 2, Millersville 1.
Axiom T10 Revolt, featuring a true vented tongue and an anti-sting lace bite insert. With airflow like this, your feet will always stay dry.
Dude, why'd you stop?
T10s are dry.
I don't think they're dry yet.
All right, about to start the third and maybe final period of the 2016 ECRHA Division IV championship game. Yeshiva leading Millersville 2-1. Puck coming in front, score! Ari Drazen. The puck was pushed into the Millersville zone. Jeff Pelkowski tried to dive out and cover. Drazen got to it, puts it in the back of the net. And it is now 3-1 Yeshiva, just 6 seconds into the third. Streaming audio only on MixLR. Hopefully they put the link up. All right. There's a shot turned away. That was from Brian Dutton. Turned away by Joseph Robin. And the puck sent out of play on the near side. We play 29 seconds of this third period. Yeshiva ahead 3-1. Draw is to the right of Joseph Robin. Yeshiva with it. Down the floor, Jesse Gordon. Sent to the front of the net. Ari Drazen shoots it wide of the far post. Drazen, and it knocked off his stick. Carried up the floor now by Derek Rhodes. Passed up to Dutton. Knocked off his stick. Rhodes gets it back. Into the Yeshiva zone, a shot. Knocked down. Dutton shot turned away by Joseph Robin. Puck in front and carried away by Amir Garavin. Garavin down the floor. Into the Millersville zone, a shot. Stop! Oh, off the glove of Pelkowski into the back of the net. He couldn't keep it out. Yeshiva with 2 goals in 63 seconds. At the start of this third period, they're ahead 4-1 with 10:51 to go in regulation. Draw one by Millersville. Puck sent up the floor, but taken back by Yeshiva, and then quickly taken back by Cole Kasparian. Donnie Fuchs sending it over to the far side, and then it's taken back by Millersville. Sent up the floor on the far side. Michael Fruchter with it. Yeshiva still with the puck. In front, A10 Bardash's shot turned away by Pelkowski at the near post. Puck coming back up the floor. Yeshiva sending it back the other way. Shot wide of the far post by Yeshiva. Puck over on the far side boards, Fuchs. Kicking it up the floor. A10 Bardash had it taken away. There goes Colin Walsh for the Marauders. Walsh a shot wide of the near post. Puck coming back around to the far side, picked up by Fuchs. Into the Millersville zone, a shot turned away by Jeff Pelkowski at the far post. Rhodes back up the floor, sending it over to Joe Dooner. Puck taken off his stick. He gets it back. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Rhodes. Rhodes behind his own net. Puck sent up the floor by Anthony Thierry. And it ends up being knocked out of play by a Yeshiva stick. 8:55 to go in regulation. Yeshiva still leading Millersville 4-1 here in the Division IV championship game. Draw one by Millersville. Rhodes dropping it back. Thierry sending it back up the floor. Dutton with a shot. Oh, hit the bar. And it went out of play. Draw to the left of Robin. One by Yeshiva. Jesse Gordon around the back of the net. Coming out to the near side. Passing it over, far side, Amir Garavin. Garavin passing it down the floor to Ari Drazen. Comes back Jesse Gordon on the near side. Gordon down the floor. Into the Millersville zone. Curls towards the far side boards. Takes a shot wide of the far post. Puck comes over to the near side. Drazen. Round the back of the net. Puts it out in front, right on the stick though of Dutton. Dutton carrying it back up the floor for the Marauders. On the near side. Put in front. And I think it went across the front of the net and wide of the far post. Trying to get a tip from Colin Walsh. I'm sorry, Thierry. There's Donnie Fuchs into the Millersville zone. A shot blocked by Rhodes. Carried back up before by Joseph Franchine. Now Rhodes knocked off his stick. Garavin. Passing it over to the far side, and Ari Drazen. Into the Millersville zone, a shot stopped and held onto and covered up by Jeff Pelkowski. 7:33 to go in regulation. Still 4-1. Yeshiva over Millersville. Draw is to the left of Pelkowski. shot blocked. Daniel Chowski dropping it off to Michael Fruchter. Fruchter backhanding it down the floor. Kept away from Janichowski by Aaron Floyd. Kasparian, a shot. Blocked. Down the floor goes Donnie Fuchs. Puck forced off his stick. Fuchs backhanding it in front, and they score! Benji Shulman carries it to the net, to the back, near post, and backhands it into the back of the net. 5-1 Yeshiva, 6:49 to go in regulation. Draw one by Yeshiva. Amir Garavin behind the net. Passing it down to Jesse Gordon. Gordon down the near side into the Millersville zone. A shot stopped. Gloved and held on to by Jeff Pelkowski. Puck will be dropped to the left of Pelkowski. Millersville with it. Near side boards. Derek Rhodes sending it around to the far side. Sent up into the Yeshiva zone, but Amir Garavin has it. Garavin throwing it over to the far side, picked off. Derek Rhodes with a shot wide of the far post. Past the halfway point of the third. 5-1 Yeshiva. Puck sent down the floor. Ari Drazen has it taken away by Thierry. Rhodes up the floor. Nesbitt knocked off his stick. Here is Amir Garavin passing it over to the near side. Ari Drazen sending it back down into the Millersville zone. Picked up by Rhodes. Sent over to the near side. Thierry passing it up the floor. Dutton. Brian Dutton into the Yeshiva zone. A shot off a stick and into the netting above the glass. 5:19 to go in regulation. 5-1 Yeshiva over Millersville in the 2016 ECRHA Division IV Championship game. Draw to the left of Joseph Robin. Won by Yeshiva. Turned over, though, and shot wide of the far post by Rob Accioni. Puck being brought down the floor by Yeshiva. Poked off the stick of Benji Shulman. Picked up by Michael Fruchter. 5 minutes to go. Fruchter behind his own net. Throwing it over to the far side. It goes down the floor. Accioni backhanding it over to the far side, and Franchine can't keep his stick on it. Daniel Janichowski with it. Down the floor come Yeshiva again. Janichowski on the near side. Tried to spin away from Accioni, knocked off his stick. Accioni back into the Yeshiva zone in front. I don't think he ever got the shot off. Puck back in front from behind the net. Rolling down the floor. Janichowski picks it up into the Millersville zone. Drops it back. A10 Bardash had it knocked off his stick. 4 minutes left. Puck's it up the floor. Walsh. Poked ahead by Fruchter. Taken back Kasparian, a shot. Knocked down by a glove. Rebound. Stopped and covered up by Robin. On the Colin Walsh try. 3:50 to go in regulation. 5-1 Yeshiva over Millersville. Draws to the right of Robin. One by Yeshiva. Amir Garavin Sending it down the floor. Back into the Millersville end. Is left for Thierry. Now Derek Rhodes passing it up the floor. Dunton. With a shot, passes it across the front of the net actually. Goes back to the far side. Here's Rhodes. Sending it back down the floor. Here's Jesse Gordon. Passing it in front. Unable to get the shot away was Drazen. Puck sent back out in front and carried up the floor by Dooner. Puck taken away. Gordon. Sending it over to the far side. Derek Rhodes. Passing it over to the near side. And Thierry. Sent up the floor. Intercepted. Jesse Gordon. Carried back down the floor. Gordon gets away from a defender. Passes it over, near side. Knocked off the stick of Rhodes. Rhodes shoots it wide on the near post of the Yeshiva net. Pass up to Drazen, went off his stick. Slap shot from Dooner, goes over the net. But comes around to the near side boards. Passed down to Drazen. Knocked off his stick. Here's Colin Walsh, under 2 minutes to go. Walsh into the Yeshiva zone, a shot gloved and held onto at the near post by Joseph Robin. Minute 53 to go in regulation. Yeshiva 5, Millersville 1. And Millersville have called a timeout. With a minute 53 to go in regulation. Yeshiva ahead, 5-1. Looks like they're about to win themselves a Division IV ECRHA championship. They won Pool A in Division IV with a 2-0 record. Their first game was forfeited by RIT due to RIT not having enough players to go on Friday. And then last night they defeated Shippensburg in their final pool play game, and then earlier today, they defeated St. Joseph's College out of Long Island in their semifinal. Timeout done. Draw is to the right of Robin. One by Yeshiva, sent down the floor. Millersville have the net empty. It's pretty risky. Down by 4, Yeshiva scored. It's pretty much over. Colin Walsh up the floor. On the near side. Pass across. Brian Dunton's shot off a stick and into the netting above the glass. 95 seconds left. Draw will be to the left of Robin. Draw to the left of Robin. Puck down the floor. Backhanded. Walsh up the floor to Kasparian. Kasparian, far side of the Yeshiva end. To the net with a shot. Stopped by Robin, and it goes into the netting again. 78 seconds left. 5-1 Yeshiva. Draws to the left of Robin. One by Yeshiva, Donnie Fuchs, passing it over to the far side boards. Puck goes to the end boards now. Brian Dunton, passing it up to Kasparian. Final minute of regulation. Yeshiva ahead 5-1. Puck put in front. And it is stopped and covered up at the far post by Robin. 54.3 seconds to go in regulation now. Draw to the left of Robin. One by Millersville, turned over though. A10 Bardash throwing it wide of the net, down the floor. Ryan Dutton passing it over to the far side. Colin Walsh sending it back over to the near side. Kasparian. 30 seconds to go. Yeshiva throw it back down the floor. Picked up by Derek Rhodes. Rhodes. Now Dutton. Passing it up the floor. Sent over to the near side. Shot from Walsh, turned away by Robin. Under 10 seconds to go. Yeshiva with a puck. Jesse Gordon gets to it. And the puck is knocked off his stick by the stick of Joe Dooner up into the air and out of play. 2.8 seconds to go. Puck will be dropped on the high zone face-off dot. Left wing side of the Yeshiva zone. Drop goes over to the near side boards, and that'll do it. The Yeshiva Maccabees are the 2015-2016 ACRHA Division IV Regional Champions.